Right, welcome ladies and gentlemen to another video on Alien Earth. We're going to be looking at the updated Alien Earth website from FX. They're doing really good work, actually. Great work, revealing lots of stuff, which, yes, I don't know, they're just doing really good work. So they've got a section now about the Armory, and effectively give me a nice little boost of confidence that they're kind of trying to take it seriously, or at least the people involved are trying to take it seriously and not mess up the canon too much, which I know loads of people will instantly go, well, they already have. Yeah, maybe, we'll see. But this is really interesting, actually. So they basically showcase this new weapon. This is a new rifle. And it's called, here it is, the Prodigy Corporation MCSX, which is the Modular Combat System Rifle and Carbine. So it's a new pulse rifle, basically. It's the predecessor to the M41 pulse rifle. This is one of the weapons designers' Instagram, and we get a good look at it. I love it. I think it's a great design. You can see the pulse rifle coming through there. Now this individual actually worked with the original weapon designer, which I think is a nice little touch. I think it's really interesting that they sort of worked together and they got him back. I think that shows an element of care and attention. So I think that looks really good. But let's take a look and see what they say. So Alien Earth on FX Networks, the website, has done a hell of a lot of behind the scenes stuff. A lot of behind the scenes things have come out over on this website. So as they say here, the arsenal of weapons that helps tell the story of Alien Earth honours the franchise whilst expanding the world of Alien. In order to expand on weapon concepts, lead armourer Benjamin Clark and his team had to look back. Quote, the previous Alien films were the core of how we needed to approach the Armory in Alien Earth. So that's a good sign. I was there representing Bapti, weaponry supplier for the entertainment industry, who handled the weapons in Alien, Aliens, and Alien 3. As a team from the get-go, so this person worked on the original films. So that's a really good sign. As a team from the get-go, we knew it was important to get it right, and that began with going back, understanding what was done before, growing the concepts and working with the production team from there to really help tell the story Noah Hawley needed to share. So the types of weapons used by the different corporations in Alien Earth vary, and these differences give the audience insights into their distinct goals and missions. So they seem to be thinking about it quite a lot. We had to understand the tactical goals of each corporation, Clark begins. For Prodigy Corporation, we discussed early on that their tactical security on Earth was focused on urban pacification, as we coined it, a description that shaped the types of weapons and the level of firepower they would use. Whilst Weyland-Yutani Corporation, a company we recognise for their intergalactic ventures, often utilised a balance of advanced but rugged and powerful weapons. So, I mean, that's quite telling, isn't it? It goes to show that these corporations, although, you know, they wield the power of nations, they also have to effectively have their own armies, like a nation would, to protect their corporate interests. And Prodigy Corporation having urban pacification as their primary focus is a direct result of where they are location-wise, the densely populated sort of Southeast Asia, you know, Thailand, places like that. I mean, this is shot in Thailand and it's set in a place called New Siam, which is Thailand. So, and you see it here, you see these weapons here. I think it looks great. So when we joined the project, we were immediately asked whether we could design a new weapon for Prodigy. There were two criteria. It needed to be a bullpup magazine and receiver behind the trigger mechanism, and inspired by the classic M41A pulse rifle. Both of these made perfect sense. Being a bullpup design made it the textbook platform for security forces that operate in tight urban spaces and often within vehicles. Taking inspiration from the M41A pulse rifle was yet another example of Hawley and the crew's commitment to honouring the franchise. The resulting creation was the Modular Combat System Mark X pulse rifle, or the MCSX pulse rifle for short. So Clark expands on Prodigy's MCSX pulse rifle, quote, "From the outset, I wanted the weapons we conceptualized and built to follow the traditional BAPT style of building over existing weapon systems, a guide that helps keep the weapons feel grounded and real. We were asked for a single weapon, but ended up effectively offering three. The modular combat system was designed to be an adaptable pulse rifle variant that could have its components switched out to modify it for any situation." And they've even designed one for Weyland-Yutani. So on the Weyland-Yutani front, the KSGAL was one of the earliest weapon designs created for the corporation and helped shape the style of the Yutani Armory. The Weyland-Yutani arsenal was a lot of fun to explore. This is what Clark says. The KSGAL is a real shotgun with an extra alien touch added. Sometimes it's important to keep things simple. There was a question, how does one capture alien creatures? Interesting question, I think, quite frankly. How do you capture alien creatures? And it says this resulted in the first version of the Ark Launcher. On the KSG, this came in the form of a large underbarrel attachment. The Ark Launcher then fires large amounts of energy to stun its target. So this is that taser that we saw. When did we see that? It was episode 2, I think. So yeah, interesting. That's the Ark Launcher. Nice to see that they've got that name. The Ark Launcher then fires large amounts of energy to stun its target, but then how do you secure it? This is where the decision to use a shotgun mattered, as they are versatile weapons, and the KSG, with its short, futuristic bullpup design, felt just right for the role, allowing for the introduction of 12-gauge foam shells used to secure targets. So that's what he secured the Xenomorph with in episode 2. Morrow was using the KSGAL. Bloody interesting. That's really interesting. With all of the meticulous armory work on Alien Earth, Clark and his team strove to align the look of the weapons with the overall retro-futuristic ethos that Hawley set out to establish in the show. Quote, "We needed to understand the retro-futuristic look already established and make sure what we did matched or fit in that world space. This included the colours used. Everything chrome in the future is a sentiment that didn't apply here. I recall Noah saying to me at one point when we discussed the final look of the MCSX to weather it, then weather it again to get that rugged look just right. It's what a lot of shows don't tend to do, is they make it too shiny. So, I mean, I think the weapons look great at the moment. I've had the opportunity to work with some of the most amazing people in my career, but on Alien Earth, all of us spent 8 months together with complete focus and drive to make this show a reality, to make it special, and to honestly have a great time along the way. I've gained lasting friendships from among the crew and left with many fond memories and a sense of pride that we worked together." Now, they also revealed this, which is basically the map. This is the map of like what corporation runs what. And you can see what's interesting here is actually, well, they don't have the poles here, so there's no North and South Pole, which is interesting. It also looks like the continents have changed shape by the looks of it ever so slightly. Like there are some differences there, and yeah, I mean this is not. Yeah, they've changed. So the continents have changed. That's interesting. So they've redesigned the world map for the future alien Earth is set in. Huh. I actually didn't notice that the first time I looked at this in preparation for this video. I didn't notice that that it's the map's completely different, basically. Interesting though. Very interesting. So this is the map, and their sort of remit for this. So we'll just load this up so you can see it in real time, if we can anyway. Oh, we can't, never mind. Oh, yeah, here you go. Making of Alien Earth. The corporations in 2125 corporations wield the power of nations, and then that's the thing that I pulled up. It's interesting. I love it. I think they're doing a really good job here. It's a bit of fun. And I do like what they've done with the weapons. What do you guys think, though? Let me know down below. Bye now.